Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic and welcome back to the channel. And for you guys, is another video game, review. Today we're tackling Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And you're probably wondering, Franchise Fanatic, why aren't you playing Black Ops Cold War while you discuss it? Well, this is kind of a review of Black Ops Cold War along with Watch Dogs Legion and just some of the games that have been coming out recently. Because there's a big problem with AAA games, if you know what I mean. And this is kind of going back to, like Just Cause 3 back in 2015 and... I don't know, there's so many games that they, No Man's Sky, Battlefront 2, there are certain games where they lie to people, like No Man's Sky was a lie, but now it's a great game. It's one of the best games ever made, in my opinion, Just Cause 3 was a lie. I can't play Just Cause 3 for more than 2 frickin' minutes because it's a slideshow. It lags so much, it's hard to do anything. But Cold War really is kind of an amalgamation of different F-ups, so I played the entire campaign on the Xbox One, right? I did that entire, it was a lot of freaking fun, I loved it. However, I had one issue with the campaign, and that was the cutscenes lagged extremely poorly. Like, the audio was fine, so you're hearing Hudson go, Mr. President, we have the new orders to destroy the nuclear bombs. And it's like, okay, cool, we're watching the audio. But, Hudson's like, he's moving like... It's so friggin' slow. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I'm just like, what's going on? What is happening right now? Thankfully, I played the first mission on Black Ops Cold War on the PS4, and I don't have those issues. So either they just, they got fixed, or PS4 is just better at handling cutscenes. But my Xbox One experience was great other than that. Then you get to the offline multiplayer for the Xbox One. So many things are wrong with it, right? The maps Armada and Crossroads, you couldn't add bots. You still can't. Who frickin' knows why? For some reason, but that was it. That was it, But Season 1 was approaching, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to update Cold War, right? So it was a 14, I think, gigabyte update. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And that finishes, but it got stuck at 100%. So I'm like, okay, let me redo it, So 3 frickin' hours later, it gets stuck at 100% again. So I'm like, what's going on, What is this? And I hit cancel. And then my Xbox decided to wipe the entire Black Ops Cold War game from my existence on the Xbox One. And once, I put I'm like, alright, whatever. So I put the disc back in. I have to reinstall the game, 90 gigs. I said, F that, I'm done. I traded Black Ops Cold War in on the Xbox One. I got the same game on the PlayStation 4. So far, campaign, perfect. No lag in the cutscenes. Everything's perfectly fine. I have not touched zombies yet. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am going to be doing zombies very soon. I'll get back to you maybe on that. But I've been playing a lot of offline multiplayer, right? And yes, thankfully they added the maps Raid from Black Ops 2 as well as the Pines, I think, from Season 1 of Black Ops Cold War. And, we got the maps offline, which is great. However, we don't have the guns offline because, why not? And really... There's a lot of factors why I'm going to be giving Black Ops Cold War a pretty negative review. You can attribute this down to people going, oh, your system, you have a base console, man. It's not made for base console. And I just think that is the lamest excuse known to man. Just Cause 3, every version sucked. Cyberpunk 2077, newsflash, the game was being developed in 2012 before the Xbox One and the PS4 were even out. So no, Cyberpunk 2077 is not made for the Xbox Series X and the PS5. It is made, quite frankly, for the Xbox One and the PS4. It runs like dog crap. I will never purchase that game in my life. Why? Not because of base Xbox One and PS4, because the developers suck. Same thing with Black Ops Cold War. I have played every Call of Duty game, and I own every Call of Duty game that has offline bots. And they're fantastic. They're great games. Technically, there's no issues. So why now in the newest game, COD 2020, Black Ops Cold War, why are we having these issues? Is it the China virus? I don't know. Is it lazy development? I don't know. It's one of those two things. A lot of the COVID guys, they had to work from home. Maybe that's why. Who knows? But so far, again, campaign is great. Zombies haven't touched it yet. Multiplayer offline on a base PS4, it looks really good. I will say that the graphics are great, voice acting is great, animations are great, movement is great. The gameplay is actually great. However, technically, it's a friggin' nightmare because you go to, okay, I'm going to play on Armada and Crossroads. Okay, you can't do that. That's strike one. Two, sometimes you can't add bots. So, maybe I want to do a free-for-all. Okay, well, let's do a free-for-all on the map, I don't know, Raid or Summit, and not Summit, what the hell, the desert map, whatever it's called. Every single map in free-for-all lags. Now, that's strike 2. Why are, or 3, whatever number I'm at, why is this game lagging and stuttering offline? And yes, there is a butt ton of screen tear too. I've been noticing screen tear in a lot of these games, and it's not the base console. It's the fact that the developers suck and they can't program for beans. It's basically the fact that there's those little like waves. It's all over Watch Dogs Legion. That's my only issue with Legion. Legion is a fantastic A+, 10 out of 10 of a game, except the screen tear. That's why it goes down a bunch. Black Ops Cold War should be a 10 out of 10 for me. It should be an A+, because every other COD game has been so perfectly designed, technically. Why is this game so bad? You know what I mean? Is it COVID? Is it development issues? We don't know. 1 million people worked on Cold War, so why is it shite? Who knows? But hey, they got to get that money, so before they fix the game, they have to actually add more content. And that's what we're getting. We're getting Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Season 1. Great content across the board. Everyone's playing and enjoying. But there's these little issues. The screen tear, the lag, the stuttering, the fact that you can't add bots on 2 of the maps, the fact that we're not getting the guns offline, the fact that it stutters so much when you play free-for-all, it's unplayable. I have to play Team Deathmatch or TDM just to frickin' play the dang game. That's not good, alright? That's not good. So when everyone says, oh, what's your favorite AAA game? I will always say Lego games. And yes, Lego games are AAA. If you're kind of contracting a game by AAA in terms of how it's seen by people, no. But realistically, when you say a blockbuster movie, the Lego movie is a blockbuster movie. Cars 2 is a blockbuster movie. The Last Jedi, Avengers Endgame, all of those are blockbuster films. Not because they're really good, which they are, but it's because they have a big budget behind it. AAA games normally have big budgets behind them. Black Ops Cold War and Call of Duty are AAA. Lego games are AAA. But here's the thing. TT Games, Traveler's Tales, they care about their products. Activision does not care about their product. And it quite clearly shows, because instead of fixing the screen tear and the lag and the stuttering and the bot problems and not giving us guns, the fact that they're pumping out more they're basically regurgitating content, and hopefully we eat their barf. That's what it is. They need to take the tum and they need to fix their stomachache before they barf. That's the analogy that I'm using, sadly. But it's just, it's disappointing, because Modern Warfare was and it still is, the best Call of Duty game I've ever played. You can't top Modern Warfare. Technically, it's a friggin' masterpiece. You get Black Ops Cold War, I have to play a team deathmatch mode just to experience it, and even when you play TDM, it's still garbage. It's still screen tears. It still lags every once in a while. Why is an offline game lagging? I don't know. I was trying to play an offline match in Raid, and it was loading extra long, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then it says server disconnected. I'm not on a server. I'm playing offline with bots. Why is there a server disconnection? Again, I had this error in Black Ops 4, where whenever you start a match, you kind of stutter. Whatever. It's a split second. At least Black Ops 4 frickin' runs, Cold War doesn't do that. So I urge you, a lot of these people buy these AAA games, and that's what I'm going to mention, AAA, because they're really not, you know what I mean? These big games, Watch Dogs Legion, Call of Duty, I don't know, there's Cyberpunk, these are AAA games by name. But when you actually play them, they are worse. They are like the bottom of the barrel in terms of technical masterpieces. The Last of Us 2, I will never play because of the story, but it is technically a masterpiece. Black Ops Cold War should be, because Modern Warfare was and all the other ones were, but, it's just a shame. I just want to have fun, and I'm forced to play Team Deathmatch because everything else doesn't work. I'm forced to play on some of the other modes because the other ones don't work. I can't add bots on 2 of them. Why? I don't know. I'm just trying to play the game right. I just want to have fun and play Cold War, but instead I got stuttering and screen tear up the butt and all this, and it's not a base PS4 problem. It's the fact that these guys they're either really lazy, COVID hit them extremely hard, or they're just trying extra hard to get that extra money from the Series X and the PS5. But newsflash, no one on the friggin' earth can get a Series X and a PS5 because scalpers are up the butt. It's a mess, you know what I mean? So I want to love Black Ops Cold War. I really, really do. I just can't, you know what I mean? And it's extremely fun. Don't get me wrong. I love playing it. It's fun. But review-wise, it's a mess. It's easily like a 6 or maybe even a 5. It's just we've hit these standards. Watch Dogs 1 and 2 may not be amazing, but they're technically really good. Every Call of Duty I've ever played is technically really good. So why is Watch Dogs Legion really bad? Legion has a lot of screen tear and it doesn't look that good. Cyberpunk 2077 was in development for 9 to 10 years and it looks like garbage and runs like garbage on a base console, the version it was meant to be played on. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is the exact same thing. I love the game, it's extremely fun. I have no problems with the campaign on a base PS4. That is a perfect 10. Zombies, haven't played again. Multiplayer is easily a 5 or a 6. Like I said, it's fun to play, but when you have screen tear a lot, when you have stuttering, when you have to play a certain map with a certain bot, with a certain mode, it's just restricting in the worst way, and it just shows that they don't give a crap. You know what I mean? They'd rather pump out more guns and pump out more maps and, you know, market this game before they actually fix the game. And that's the other thing I want to talk about. They don't care about offline players. They don't. And don't try to tell me they do, because they don't. Because they half-assed the bots in offline in Cold War, for sure. Every Treyarch game since Black Ops 3 has not been good with bots. Black Ops 3 bots are kind of dumb, and so are 4. I love playing them, and there's nothing wrong with them. They're just kind of stupid. Black Ops Cold War, they're smart if you play on Veteran. That's really, really good AI. However, it's like, you know, why can't I add bots in that map? Or why is this lagging? Or why... I'm offline. What do you mean a server just... You know, there's just so many issues. Sometimes I'll play a free-for-all, and it'll stutter so much. I'll go play the exact same map for Team Deathmatch, but the bots won't load in, so I have to restart the whole game. It's just a mess, you know what I mean? And the sad thing is, they're not gonna fix it. They're gonna fix the online mode, sure, in a year, after they pump out all these modes. But offline players, oh, no one gives a crap about us. You know what I mean? We don't matter. They just put it in there to keep us quiet. And sadly, that is the truth. You know, all Activision cares about is money. And that's not good. Same with EA. You know, EA makes great games. Battlefront 1, Battlefront 2. Activision makes great games. Call of Duty. But it's just, you know, I just want to enjoy Cold War for what it is. And, you know, a lot of people go, oh, it doesn't run well because you're on base PS4. You know, I have Modern Warfare on a base PS4, and that is a 10 out of 10 perfect game. It's flawless. So don't tell me a year passed from 2019 to 2020, it got that bad. It didn't. They're just lazy. So again, hopefully, you know, I didn't want this to be a negative review because I really want to love Cold War. But the reason why I'm not showing you gameplay is because I don't have it on Xbox, and I can't. Filming on PS4 is a freaking nightmare. And again, the update process just really screwed up, and it's just the whole thing. But again, PS4 campaign, flawless. I love it. Zombies, haven't played it yet. If you want me to make a thing, I'll maybe type in the comment section of this video once I play it. I don't play zombies too much, but it is pretty fun in this game. And again, multiplayer is a friggin' blast. It's just so restricting. You know, like I said, the bot problem. You got the, sometimes when guns load in, they don't load in properly. Or like, you know, every time you spawn, you go, you know, you load your gun. Sometimes it's just like, sometimes it's, and sometimes it's no noise. Half the time you walk into a friggin' room and none of the, like, look at my Lego, you know, pretend like you're looking at that and the Lego that you're seeing doesn't load in. It's just a freaking blur, you know. Like, I'll walk in a room and there'll be a poster of some dude, propaganda war, and it'll just be a blur. For literally 10 seconds, I'll stand there. For 10 seconds, and then the poster spawns in. It's just, it's programmed really poorly. You know, it's just, it's a mess, you know. I love playing it, but it's a freaking mess. So, Treyarch, I know you will never see this, but offline players do matter, and we're having a butt ton of issues. So get it together and fix the game, because we're having problems online and offline. It's a disaster. I love this game. I'm glad I purchased it, because, you know, I do love playing it. It's just, you know, my enjoyment kind of gets sucked out every so often when my guy's lagging offline, or, you know, I can't add bots to that map, or the guns don't load in, or the game looks like trash for 10 seconds before it loads. It's just a mess. Anyway, overall, I'm going to give Black Ops Cold War on a base PS4, I'm probably going to give it like a 7 out of 10, because the campaign is really good, and I'm assuming the zombies will be fine too, because there's not much to zombies. The multiplayer is fun, but if you were just ranking it, campaign 10, zombies, I don't know, and then multiplayer easily like a 6 or a 5. Again, I love it, but they got to fix it, and I don't think they will fix it. It just goes to show, you know, with COVID going on, either they're getting lazy or they're just focusing on the new next-gen consoles. But again, no one has access to those consoles because they're all sold out in 2.5 seconds. And these guys are giving people empty boxes for millions of bucks. It's a wreck, you know what I mean? It really is. Cyberpunk 2077 should have been perfect. It's garbage. Watch Dogs Legion should have been perfect, but it's got screen tear really poorly. It's a little better, I will admit, but it's still kind of bad. Black Ops Cold War should have been a 10 out of 10. Instead, I'm giving it like a 7 or a 6. It's disappointing, you know. I'm really, like, we should be looking forward to these games and we should be enjoying them, not, you know, I've been hyped for so many games and they end up being crap, you know. That's why I'm nervous for Hogwarts Legacy, and that's why I'm really nervous for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, because that game, LEGO Star Wars, is my Cyberpunk, you know. If LEGO Star Wars is bad on release day, whenever the heck that releases, hopefully in spring, and it's lagging, and it's got screen tear, and it's freezing, and it's crashing, and whatever, things aren't loading in, textures look like garbage, it runs at like 620p, video games are dead for me, you know what I mean? I'm at my breaking point, you know? I've been lied to so many times for a quick buck, and I'm enjoying these games, don't get me wrong, I like playing them, but the fact that, you know, they're lying to their consumers, especially Cyberpunk, you know, we're just not getting the game we want, and if you have a base console, it's not the base console. It is not. Because I have 60 games on my base Xbox One. They all are perfect running. Perfect. Except Watch Dogs Legion comes along and it looks like garbage. Why? It's not because this game is so big. Watch Dogs Legion really isn't that big of a game. It's not that ambitious. It seems ambitious because, you know, play as anyone, but it really isn't. It's pretty standard stuff here. So it's, you know, there's no excuse. It's not you, it's them. So hopefully they can fix all these games. Again, I'm nervous for the future, but, you know, I'm excited, but I don't want to get too excited. So again, tell me if you have Watch Dogs Legion or Cyberpunk or Black Ops Cold War. How's your experience if you have a base console? Again, mine's been complete garbage. And again, it's not the base console, it's the developers. Hopefully this will get patched soon. I didn't want to make this negative, but I had to tell you guys, no one is talking about this because, you know, all these big YouTubers that get paid, you know, Activision goes, here, say something really good and don't complain and we'll give you money. That's how it goes. But I'm not getting paid by anyone, and I'm going to tell you guys the truth. Cold War is fun, but it's a mess. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.